Hey everybody, KC here. A couple of interesting technology stories that are sort of along the same lines. One is from the Associated Press about how Mazda in Japan is developing a car that's going to be able to detect whether the driver has a health problem that was going to keep them from driving, like they slump over the wheel because they've had a stroke or a heart attack. And basically what the car will be able to do is not only instantly call 911 so the police and an ambulance show up, but also will be able to guide the car over to the side of the road so that it doesn't cause an accident. Fascinating what technology can do, right? And one of the reasons they'll do this in Japan before the United States is because they've got a rapidly aging population there, and they think there'll be a lot more acceptance. The other interesting story was from the Wall Street Journal, and that's how Apple is developing functionality for its iPhone and Apple Watch that will be able to tell if the person who has them, and if they're in the car, if they're involved in a crash, right? There's something to do with G-force and detecting gravity. And basically, once again, they will call 911, ambulance shows up, police show up. And Journal does make the point that this is not entirely unique. Other companies have done it. For example, Google apparently had a phone that had this kind of functionality. And what is OnStar, if not technology that instantly is able to tell if the car has been in a crash? In the case of Apple, it's really interesting, though, because this is part of a kind of a broader healthcare play. They're really interested in being as integrated into the healthcare system as possible, like a lot of companies. So, in the Apple Watch, what they want to be able to do is be able to tell, track your pulse, track your blood pressure, and even, and I find this a little creepy, tell if you're suffering from depression or cognitive decline of any kind. And the last one makes me think I probably should never get an Apple Watch. But it is interesting the degree to which technology is taking over this functionality. I suppose in some ways we lose something by the fact that all of this is being automated, but it's probably a good thing, especially in the cases of health conditions that we're not able to detect, or accidents that we're incapacitated and not able to deal with. Interesting stuff, shows you where technology is going. And the interesting thing, the broader question for retailers is, if all this is going to sort of be integrated into the healthcare system, how are you going to be part of that as well? Interesting question. I don't entirely know what the answer is. But anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.